water is icy cold. Temperatures are hovering around zero, and the water is covered in 10 centimeters of ice. You'd have to be mad to take a dip in a frozen mountain lake. But here in the Alps, between the Austrian states of Tyrol and Salzburg, that's exactly what this group is going to do. Dieter Kuchling is a diving instructor and has braved icy alpine waters over 1,000 times. The Finkausee Lake is covered with ice and snow, but the divers are undeterred.
What's exciting is diving under the ice into a completely strange and unknown world, one we don't normally get into.
Ice diving is a high-tech sport. A large amount of equipment is required, and a dry suit is a must. As are at least 2 compressed air tanks and pressure gauges. Dieter Kuchling has drawn up a backup plan for today in case of emergencies. He knows exactly where a helicopter could land.
Safety is the first priority. If you don't take the proper precautions, the smallest mistake can end up being a very serious one. Ice diving expeditions can all too easily end in fatalities or bad accidents.
An ice diver died here at this very lake almost 10 years ago. Kuchling prepares these expeditions painstakingly to avoid another disaster. The sport has nothing whatsoever in common with deep-sea diving in warm water.
In the event of a problem, panicking isn't an option. We're always attached to the rope so that we can return to the exit point on the surface. That's the only way we can get out of the prison of ice.
Eisgefängnis wieder herauszukommen.
Okay, viel Spaß.
Ice divers work in pairs, taking turns going under. One person always remains at the exit point.
It's a wonderful experience. The light fluctuations, and of course the fish, who tend to stay pretty still. There's nowhere for them to disappear to, so you can see them up very close.
The divers can only stay underwater for about half an hour. Any longer and the body can't take the strain. Daniel Deutsch and Hannes Grösbacher are veteran ice divers. But even they find these freezing temperatures exhausting.
0 degrees. Boy, it's really cold. Feels great, though.
It's unique. Those brief minutes underwater definitely make up for the cold fingers and feet.
And the preparation that ice diving requires.
I always say it's madness to go out when it's minus 21 degrees. Dig a hole in the ice and get into the water. But that's what you do when you're into a sport, an extreme sport. You love it, and you're prepared to take the calculated risk.
The ice divers head back to civilization, and the hole they made in the ice is left to freeze over again. Until they return, time seems to stand still here in the wintry Alps.